Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me. This is your in-depth monthly reading. So I'm gonna be focusing on your energy until and unless I get some others' energy. But it's primarily it's your energy, okay? And okay, let's see what's going on. And I'm using this major arcana card to see what is the major energy gonna come to you or already you are dealing with. Oh, wow, okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's get some animal spirit. Tiger. Oh wow. Oh wow. With the Wheel of Fortune and Tiger, I feel like, it's not that you're waiting for the divine or the divine intervention or some kind of external force to come to you to make these changes. No, with the Tiger and Wheel of Fortune, you are behind this wheel. You're gonna make these changes. You are like setting up, you are like determined, you are gonna, you are getting that Taurian stubbornness into action. That's what I'm getting from the visceral energy, visceral feelings. With the Tiger, with the fire, and so much of, look at this, there is a moon, and I don't know how clearly you can see from, it's like it feels like the laser focused. It's like that this tiger already has their eyes on the prey, and it's just a matter of just run for 2 minutes and just hunt that kind of aggressiveness, focused dedication I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. You are not waiting around and sitting on the couch and waiting around to make things happen to you. You are behind this wheel. You are completely, and it's when you are, you know Wheel of Fortune is also like, in this reading, the energy I'm getting, it's also about the balance. You feel like this is the time. It's not that aggressive whim that's okay, no matter what, I'm just gonna make these changes. That's like a very cutthroat kind of energy. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting that you feel like that you are gonna stand here, and this, you are not gonna tip over. You know what I mean? That you are after a long time, you are in a place where you can take charge without tipping the balance, because Wheel of Fortune is also all about balance in order to really run this wheel. And with the tiger, with the fiery intuition and purpose behind it, it's really very fiercing, like a very fierce energy I'm getting, positive fierce. One more animal spirit. Yeah, we got eagle in reverse. Yeah, no more, like I said, like, you have done that. Eagle is all about, strategizing. Eagle is all about having the bird eye view with the spiritual awareness. And really, like, when we are on the ground level, we don't see all this nitty gritty of the detail, because our vision is blocked by the object that on the ground. But when you remove ourselves and take objective look, like a bird eye view, which is like an eagle, very airy, very spiritual kind of thing, high spirited, we look, we see the picture more clearly. We see the architecture of the landscape more clearly, which you couldn't see when you're on the ground level. Tiger is all about ground level. Tiger cannot fly, but tiger can make things happen because he's the ground level. He's like a frontliner, like frontliners. But with the eagle in reverse, that's what I feel like, that you have done the strategizing. That's what I'm saying, that it's not the aggressive whim that you want to go after it. It's very balanced. So you have done your pre-strategic work. You have done your, like, all this understanding of the total landscape, understanding of the architecture, understanding of the in and out of the situation. Now it's time to action, and you are realizing that. I know that people say Torian is very lazy, and I'm not lazy, like very slow and all that. But yeah, but like that's the time you actually understand the whole picture. Maybe people do not understand your process, but I feel like with the eagle you have been strategizing. Whether it come across very active or passive, I don't know, but it feel like that you have been doing this strategizing in your own way, that you felt that will not tip you over the balance or over the scale. So now you are kind of balancing the scale. You already know how to balance the scale more or less, and now you are more, now you feel like this is the time to act with the tiger. It's more ground energy rather than this high spirited eagle kind of energy. See, the it's like that's what the wheel is changing, like because like I said, like you are the behind the wheel, you are steering the wheel. So that the strategizing part has been over. I know what the architecture is there. I know the ins and out. I put myself out of the scenario. I look at this thing objectively. I know, but I'm making this decision not based on the emotional bias or anything. I know what I need to do because I took that objective view on this matter. So now you are steering the wheel towards the action oriented tiger, more of a passion, fiery, fierce kind of energy. Okay, let's get another oracle energy to see. Haha. And I like this card. The color is very beautiful. The two, under my umbrella. It's something. Yeah, you are ready to take off. You are ready to take off. This is something huge. This is something huge. Even though it may feel that you are not really. It may not be your jam. It may not be your that you do every day. But this is huge. Look at you know the scale and the scope of this bird which is about to take off. Yeah, it feels very significant in your life. And then the number two, I feel like it has something to do with emotional. It's you are very emotionally invested in this process. We're gonna get more tarot to see what is this actually, but it's like it's more emotionally, you are very invested in the whole process. Whatever you are gonna act on, that is not just something very, it has a lot of emotional entanglement with you, and you are very emotionally invested. This is something big that you are gonna embark on. Yeah, are you not afraid of now and then what if it rains mean any kind of upheaval? Yes, you are. You don't know all the way the how the whole path gonna be, but you are ready, and that is beautiful. You are ready. Yeah, I like the car. Look at this, how this red is kind of popping up. Yeah, this is something, this is really significant to you, Taurus. Okay, let's get some tarot to see what this is. Two of Swords. This Two of Swords are coming a lot. Okay. Yeah, you have with the Two of Swords, you have already what's the word? You have already went through pros and cons of this new endeavor that you are going to do, because like I said, you are very emotionally invested. So you already thought through that, how what how you react in a certain situation, because it's an emotionally invested situation. So you already kind of listed out all the pros and cons. I don't think these two episodes actually confused you. It's actually that's why you were buying time, because you were strategizing. And why I mean by strategizing the, you are understanding the layout, and you are understanding what you can do and what you cannot do. So you know all the pros and cons. You know your limitation now. You know what you can do, when you can go beyond limitation, beyond limit, and when you can be within the limit. You know all this kind of it's like almost like uh, blueprint. Seriously, I'm getting this word blueprint with this two of swords. While you were strategizing, it was very you. It is very thorough process that you went through, because it is emotionally invested and investing kind of energy, and you feel like you need to be very thorough, otherwise it can create a lot of emotional chaos, and you want to avoid those kind of chaos because this is very important to you. So you want to make sure that everything is in place. So you went into the strategic mode with the ego. And two of swords, I'm getting that you kind of got into, or you kind of listed out all the pros and cons. Like, it doesn't have to be all the in the paper, but in your mind you already know what you can do, what you cannot do. You are not trying to make an unrealistic um, proposal to yourself. It is very realistic, and you know where you need to, when you need to stop yourself, and when you need to let yourself go. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This two of swords is very um, structured energy here. Usually two of swords is kind of, like not knowing what to do, but I don't think this is the case. This you know two of swords is like two significant energy coming to you, which is like a pros and cons in this reading, and you dealt with both with realistic approach. That's what I'm getting. Three of swords in reverse. Yeah, yeah, your heart was all in the, like, look at this like every string is pulling this heart in a different direction, and that kind of created a lot of, maybe a little bit of confusion, maybe a little bit of not knowing what to do. So from three of swords in reverse to two of swords, you realize that in order to really understand which way to go, which you, like I said, it's a very emotionally invested. Look at this colors are bleeding red, and two, it's all about matter of heart. It is maybe something about regarding to a relationship, or regarding to anything that your heart goes towards. This could be project, anything, but take it as it resonates. But I feel like the with the two of swords and three of swords in reverse, it was, your heart was like, it felt like that it's every different direction is pulling your heart, and then you have to channel it in a certain way. So you went into this two of swords strategic mode, very mental faculty. Try to understand realistically what you can do, what you cannot do, what's your limitation, what's your, where is your courage, where you can push yourself, where you can stop yourself. All this different kind of scenario you went through, and then the three of swords in reverse. So now you know the, now it's not it's not like strained in different direction. Your heart, you know a direction. That's why you are ready to embark on. That's why you are ready to approach it, because before it was like all strategy. When you are two of swords and three of swords, all strategy, trying to streamline things. But now it's ready. So now you are, it's very, I don't know, I'm getting very business like, very flowchart kind of energy, very step by step kind of energy. Whosoever is resonating with this, you have done your work. Like, it's almost like a homework in a thorough basis. It's like a step by step process. That's what I'm getting. It's very important to you. Whatever it is very important to you. And for some reason I'm getting that it may be, it if it could be something that you are really your heart goes towards. It could be a relationship, love, and it could be something like, like some creative project, or something project that means everything to you. That kind of big stake that I'm talking about here. And I also feel like that, hold on. This is too much. I also look at this Ace of Swords, clarity. That's why you are ready to act. You are not ready to act until and unless you got this clarity. And with the three of swords in reverse, I feel like while you are going into this, while you are in a strategic phase, it created a lot of heartache for you and the person involved, which is a relationship and love related, because it created a lot of sense of rejection, so a lot of sense of unreciprocation, those kind of things. It created a lot of miscommunication and confusion, but it was nothing to do with them. It was like you had to go through this on your own, because this is your journey and you had to do it in this process. You couldn't rush it, because otherwise it would not make sense to yourself. Otherwise you would not have got this kind of ace of swords kind of clarity, while you see through the whole staircase from the bottom up to from the ground level to up. Those kind of clarity needs to happen through this process, at least for you. That's your process and you have to go through. And during this process it may create a lot of confusion, heartache, kind of heavy heart, and kind of all those kind of feelings to you and to other person who is involved here. But you had to go through this, and you had been very diligent and you had been very focused on this, even though there was a time when you feel like, no, I cannot do that, this created too much confusion, too much coldness around me, but I need to. But there is a certain sense of focus that you kind of submitted yourself towards, because you knew that this is the time that you need to go through this laborious process. Otherwise you would not never get find the clarity of your mind. Otherwise you never get a control of your mental faculty. And look what you did, you got ace of swords, you got this clarity. And that's why the project that the that's why the eagle in reverse, because that energy has ended its process. Now it's time to act. That's why you are behind the wheel, because you know how to drive this wheel, because you have gone through all this laborious, tedious process of preparation. Oh, this is very, very, very dedicated energy I'm getting. Ten of Cups. Taurus. Oh, Taurus. Oh, Taurus. It cannot be anything better, anything, like, look at this new journey. I'm telling you, like, it's a two emotion, 10 emotion, all emotion. After clarity, swords. Two of swords, three of swords, ace of swords. Eagle, air energy, all swords energy, preparation, done. Action, action towards what? Your 10 of cups, emotional fulfillment. I really feel this is something to regard to love, but it could be project too, something that equivalence to love, you know, your creative project that you are really married to. But I really feel this is something that you see your future with. This is something that it feels you with all this rainbow color. This person really makes you extremely happy, and just imagining being with them, it just feel, every time you imagine being with them, everything makes sense in life. Everything turns to be simple, everything turns to be beautiful, everything makes sense in life. That has been your motivation throughout the whole process. This process has been very cold, meticulous, kind of objective, very scientific approach. But this behind this approach, underneath drove you to go through this, is this beauty, is this to aspiration, is this to dream to be with them. And you feel like, yes, right now it's creating a lot of coldness, right now it is creating a lot of miscommunication, lot of heartache, more lot of burning sensation. Burning means, like, when you get burned by sorrow, burned by those kind of things. But you knew that this is my goal, 10 of cups, I want to be with them. So that motivate you to go through this thing every day, moment by moment. It has been a hard journey for you, but you have been, this aspiration, this dream to be with them kind of kept you on focus, kept you on path. Whatever this is very, very significant to you. You absolutely love them. This is like your entire world, seriously. Okay, Let's get world. Yeah, everything is, like I said, everything is coming together, everything makes sense, feels like everything balance. Whenever you imagine yourself to be with that person, to be in this space of 10 of cups with this person, everything feels like coming together, everything feels like, yeah, no more doubts, no more, like this airy energy, because that's, you're feeling like, okay, now it's time to change that energy, because you have gone through all this cold calculation preparation, but now it's like everything makes sense. And I also feel like through this journey, even though how hard it has been, it had taught you to something, you kind of also became a different person, spiritually, mentally. You feel much more in power with yourself, you feel much more in control with yourself, you feel much more in attune with your body, with your spirit, because this cold process had taught you how to balance emotion in a certain way, so that you can channel those emotion in a much more realistic and free, like much more, um, in a way which can produce a positive outcome for you. And that has changed in something in you, and you feel like that you feel much more imbalanced, you feel like that you can be floating in the air without flipping around, you can standing in the air straight, because your balance is kind of, on point. So there is, that is the metaphorical pictorial representation of how you feel inside. So it's like you feel that there is something has been, like, morphed in you for the betterment, for your own betterment and own enlightenment. Okay, we got Hermit and Nine of Cups. Yeah, from 9 to 10. I don't think you are already with them. As I feel like you are either finishing up this process, or in between finishing up this process and going towards this in a transition. But you feel very content with the world and the Nine of Cups. You feel that you have, even if you don't feel that, if you're still in this process of pre-production, if you are still in the process of making things happen, calculation, preparation, then just know that after this preparation you will feel pretty content with yourself. You feel like that you have achieved a lot. You should pat on your back and say that, yes, Taurus, I have done a lot on my own and I feel content. In order to be in a Ten of Cups, you cannot go there, because of course this is like something that you feel like they fulfill your picture, they complete your picture. But if you are not satisfied the picture that you hold for yourself, so when you go to this Ten of Cups, it can always, you are kind of, you cannot depend on other person to fulfill that. There is a difference between when two people are in the picture and fulfilling it, and then one constantly longing that without the other person this picture is not going to be fulfilled. So there is a difference. So one is getting fulfilled by the essence of being together, another is constant need to be there otherwise. So one is based on very paranoia need, another is based on the essence that the fulfillment brings itself. So there is a difference. So I feel like after this preparation and after this, when you're going to feel balanced, you're going to feel pretty content with yourself. Even though you are looking at this another phase, Ten of Cups, your goal is never, because like I said, in this, throughout this process, the only motivation that keeps you going is this Ten of Cups, to be with them. So this gonna be there, even though you feel totally fulfilled, you are always gonna be looking for this, how, when can I be in this Ten of Cups with them. So that's your motivation. But even I'm saying that without that motivation, when you see yourself by yourself, you feel content, but there is a motivation to be with that, you know what I mean? So there is no there is no paranoia, oh what I'm gonna do if they don't, like not like that. So you are balanced on your own. And the hanged man with the ace of swords, like let me get another card for this hanged man. What, so many things came out. Should I take it? No, I'm not gonna take it. I feel like that there will be a phase after you are completing, after you feel like that you are done with that, before the transition period between eagle and tiger, between the preparation strategy and to into action, there gonna be a period of hiatus, a period of just to recharge, just to recalibrating everything, just to ties the loose end and kind of be static. It's like almost like fasting your mind, completely be neutral, so that your energy is recalibrated. That's what I'm feeling with the hangman before this, because hangman, you see that it's diagonally, oh my god, I don't know, anyway, it's between nine of cups and ten of cups. So it's like before you which go there, before that, before you take the action, after you know that everything is okay, now I done the thing, I know the truth, I know how to go, I know this is important, I know what I can do, cannot do, now it's time to action. But between the transition period is gonna be a hiatus, they are gonna be a hiatus, it's not gonna be immediately taken over by action. And that is not to do anything, just to completely detoxification of any kind of energy. In like Taoism, there is word called fasting of your heart, and for them heart, fasting of your mind, it's like complete it's like a neutralization of no thoughts, no physical, like no passion, no thoughts. It's like almost like a meditative mode, complete meditative mode. I think you're gonna go through that, because you would need that in order to completely be recalibrated and get rid of everything like a past residue, like which can create any kind of adverse effect. So you are, this is something very very important. If it is a love relationship, you love them like nobody else. Seriously, that's what I'm feeling. It's like this is very important, and you did everything in your power to do in order to make this thing happen. Okay. Look at the ace of swords again. Oh my god, Taurus. Yes, look at this. Look at this corner. Hold on. Look at this corner. Ace of swords, ace of sword, hangman, ten of cups. Yeah. After this hiatus, you're gonna approach it with, you're gonna communicate the truth. You're gonna be so much in line. This is like a perfect energy, Taurus. I don't know where you are in this process. If you're resonating with it, if you are still here, just know what's coming after this. It's just marvelous. It's just absolutely beautiful. So much fire, at the same time so much clarity. There is no sense of doubt here, there is no sense of cynicism, there is no sense of questioning, because the question has been answered by this sense of love and togetherness. I mean, what else do you need? There is no cold academic answer to it. It's like all based on emotion and feelings, and that's what you are getting the clarity. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's a mind and the water faculties coming together to create a uttermost comfortable, breezy kind of energy. It's like almost like a by the beach side. Water and air. When these two elements are kind of in harmony, life is a beach. Yeah, I'm getting extremely nice energy from you, and you, Taurin, like you like beauty, you like relaxation, you don't like all this hustle bustle. You like this kind of the beauty that comes with ease and comfort when everybody is not hunting each other down to get that beauty that comes very naturally and organically to you, and that's what you wanted. That's why you had to go through this pre-calculation. But now it's like everything, whatever you wanted, it's gonna come to you in such a ease and comfort that it feels like that it's coming home. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Okay. Oh, ooh, ah. I'm sorry, I'm making all these noises. I'm just excited for you, okay? Look at this, Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and Judgment. Oh baby, this is a love. This is a love reading. I mean, it could be career, it could be project. Take it as it resonates. But my heart is saying this is a love reading. I mean, this is the ultimate love story. Seriously, Six of Cups. You feel like that you are getting back to your sweetheart that you always held in your heart, always, even though you never met them before. Maybe you have not met them like when you were younger, when you did not met them when you were like, I don't know, but in your soul, you always pictured to be with them, even though maybe you met them like recently, or maybe, I know, not that long ago. But they you have always pictured them, you have always pictured this being with them, with this rainbow around you. Oh my god, I love this card. I love this card. Like this is like that. Two of Pentacles in reverse. No more, no more. Like Two of Swords, two of these. With this Two of Swords, you got the clarity. This Two of Swords was not to confuse this. This Two of Swords came to you to show the reality of the possibility, reality what you can or cannot do. Sometimes, when you are really passionate, when you want something, we go over ourselves, we jump the line very fast and we feel like everything is possible. But then these Two of Swords came in your life to tell you, no, Taurus, be realistic, be earthy as you are, and really see what you can or cannot do. And what you cannot do, you can enhance that throughout the process. But if you say yourself that you can do anything, that's like a self-deception. And no kind of love with the Ten of Cups or Six of Cups cannot based on self-deception, because then it's gonna be doomed to fail, and you don't want that, because this is extremely important to you. That's why Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles is like no more wishy-washy, no more this way or that way, no more confusion, no more whether I want, whether I not want, how it's gonna, all this kind of rational talk, all this kind of like chaos around your head is kind of falling like settling down with the Judgment. This is a huge step for you, and not only towards love but for yourself. This kind of clarity in life in general you haven't got before ever. So it's actually this whole process, this motivation to be with them, this motivation to embrace this kind of love actually restructured you, how you think, and kind of put a temporary stop, a temporary, not temporary, like you put a kind of calmness to your mental chaos. With the Judgment, this is something really big, and that is happening. This is really big. Not only the relationship, but this kind of relationship, when this kind of love, when you are so much invested, it feels like that it's you all over, your authentic way of being. And that when you be that honest, when you want to be that authentic and genuine in any kind of space you hold, it's not only the relationship that benefits from this kind of energy, it's you yourself also benefits, because you are restructuring your way of thinking. And this whole process kind of gave you a sense of clarity that you never got in your life before. So this relationship is like giving you other than love, giving you also how to love yourself, how to embrace the full embodiment of yourself without having doubt, without having all this kind of chaos around. When you constantly question your own motive, constantly question motives of others, this is a huge thing. Okay, I'm gonna stop here, baby. Empress in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment and Empress in reverse. Seven of Pentacles, I see. Oh, let me see another card for the Empress in reverse. The Hangman again. This corner is this is like two Hangman, Judgment. Oh my god, all of them are major arcana. Hanged Man, Hangman, Judgment, Empress. So I feel like, okay, here what I feel. I feel like you are gonna approach it, but you are gonna approach it in your own element way, in a very earthy, sensual way. Because the Empress, Empress is also you. Like, it's a Taurian. Bring it, receive. I'm gonna open. I'm opening to receive. I'm open to receive, and give. But this process, you are gonna take it slow. That's what I'm saying. Getting with the Seven of Pentacles, because you wanna build, and you already put so much of emotional investment in there, energy there. It all may already feel like that you are building, so you just want to keep building on it. So there gonna be a little bit of, I feel like the with the Empress and the Judgment, there could be, like Judgment is very strong energy. When you feel like that, all of a sudden the dense dark cloud of the cyclone is disappeared and you see the rainbow right through it. So, and you feel like the instant impulse of our energetic impulse would be, oh my god, I just want to run through this rainbow and get drenched with all the colors. But you are gonna temper that kind of impulse a little bit, and you are gonna be more in your element and kind of build slowly. So it's not gonna be like, oh, I know that you want to be with them like forever, but it's not gonna be like immediately, like everything is happening within the blink of an eyes, not like that. You're gonna build like you have done, it's gonna be a little steady process rather than very whiskey process. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. But this is like, look at this. This corner. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords, Hangman, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Hanged Man, Hangman, Judgment, Empress. Like, oh, so much of jam-packed of good energy that coming in your way. No matter where you are in this energy, Taurus, if you are resonating with this, just know you are behind this wheel. You have total control as long as you know how to channel this energy without being too carried away by it. Okay? Okay, my beautiful Taurian friends. I'm in a nice mood after this reading. I mean, I was in a nice mood in the beginning too, but you can. I don't know. Yes, okay. Anyway, maybe we should have a chat session. I don't know. Anyway, alright, okay. Take care, okay? Bye bye.